Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. In this one, we are looking at what is the best starter engine in the My Team career. Now, I did this video for last year's game and I got some comments asking what the best engine for Season 2, 3, etc. would be, and I thought I would address this quickly at the start of this one. Basically, there isn't any way that I could find that out for you guys, as every single My Team from the end of Season 1 is going to be totally different due to driver moves, regulation changes, and any upgrades from the engine manufacturers, etc. So whatever is said in this video only applies for Season 1. As for the rest of the seasons, you'll have to make a decision based on the stats provided, as unfortunately there is literally no way you can test it. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. So starting with the stats provided, you can see that Mercedes should have the best performance, with Renault having the worst, and Ferrari should have the best durability, with Mercedes having the worst. If you add the two stats together, Renault has a total of 168, Honda and Mercedes both have a total of 179, and Ferrari has the best total of 184, which explains the order that they are in. So just looking at the stats, you would probably say Renault isn't a great option at this point, and Honda and Ferrari are very tempting. But let's not just go off what the stats say, let's go and do a bit more work. At this point, we needed to make sure it was as fair a test as possible, and to do that, we needed to make sure the only thing ever changing was the engine. So for the 4 times we did this, we had the same sponsor in Moon, the same teammate in Schwartzman, and even answered Will Buxton's question the same way, where we only got one aero upgrade on the starting car. If you want to know how to answer Will Buxton's questions so you can get the best starting car for you, I've also done a video on that, so make sure you watch that one as well. Now we are in My Team, we can see exactly where we compared to the rest of the grid. With all the engines except for Renault, we were ranked the 8th best car, but with the Renault engine, we only managed to be the 9th best car on the grid. Bruh. So for some reason, there isn't a comparison for the 4 areas of the car you can upgrade, or at least it's not currently showing up, as it does say there at the bottom, show comparison chart. So this might just be a visual glitch that gets sorted at some point, but currently, yeah, we have no idea. Looking at the upgrades you get from each engine for the powertrain and durability, Renault has 2 out of 23 for the power, and 3 out of 27 for durability. Honda has 6 out of 25 for power, and 6 out of 29 for durability. Mercedes has 4 out of 23 for power, and only 1 out of 27 for durability. Ferrari has 3 out of 23 for power, and 4 out of 27 for durability. If we then convert these into percentages, you can see that Honda has the most upgrades for both, whilst Renault has the least for power, and Mercedes has the least for durability. Just one thing to note, the upgrades on the powertrain are slightly different for each engine, but they all affect the engine power, so ultimately it doesn't really matter. Right, top speed. The Renault reaches a top speed of 206.6 miles an hour, or 333 kilometers an hour. The Honda reaches 207.6 miles an hour, or 334 kilometers an hour. The Mercedes reached 207.9 miles an hour, or 335 kilometers an hour. And finally, the Ferrari reached 207.4 miles an hour, or 334 kilometers an hour. So the Mercedes just about edges the top speed one, but there's really not too much in it. ERS usage over 1 lap. The Renault, Honda and Mercedes all had a net gain of 0%, meaning they used as much energy as they regained throughout the lap, but the Ferrari had a net gain of -1%, which means it actually used more energy than it regained over the lap, which isn't very good. Just to note, this was just in standard mode with no additional ERS being used throughout the lap. Fuel usage over 1 lap. The Renault uses 1.01 laps of fuel, whilst the Honda and Ferrari use exactly 1 lap of fuel. And finally, the Mercedes is a little bit more efficient and only uses 0.99 laps of fuel. So effectively, if you have the Renault engine, you will need to slightly overfuel the car, whilst with the Mercedes, you could slightly underfuel the car for the race. Right, so by simming the first race, I was able to get the fastest lap for my AI driver and my teammate Schwartzman. So with the Renault, the AI did a 128.981 and Schwartzman did a 130.054. With the Honda, the AI did a 129.501 and Schwartzman did a 129.859. The Mercedes AI did a 128.719 and Schwartzman did a 129.896. And finally, the Ferrari AI did a 129.429 and Schwartzman did a 129.867. So the AI did their best time in the Mercedes, whilst our teammate did the best time in the Honda. After the first race, I thought it would be good to see the amount of wear one race weekend did on the power units. So instead of going through all of them, I'm just going to show you the numbers and highlight the best ones for you. So as you can see, it's pretty obvious that the Honda has the least amount of wear on the power unit after one race, which is strange as it only has the second best durability improvements at 12% compared to Ferrari's 16%. This is where the stats that Codemasters give you tell a different story to what's actually happening. As they say, the Ferrari has the best durability, which technically it does with the highest durability improvement at 16%, but from what we found out earlier, the Honda has the most durability upgrades from the start, which is what actually seems to reduce the amount of wear on the power unit. Also, to further support this, the game also tells you how many laps the current power unit can do, with 527 laps for the Honda, 516 laps for the Ferrari, 507 laps for the Renault, and only 478 laps for the Mercedes. Okay, so to put all this information into a way of ranking each engine, I scored each engine from 1 to 4 for every test, and the lower the overall score, the better. So here are the results. In fourth with 49 points we have, surprise surprise, Renault. In third with 44 points we have Mercedes. In second with 1 point less than Mercedes is Ferrari, and that leaves Honda in first with a great score of 29 points. So to summarise, Honda is the best starting engine in my team by absolutely miles. Like, it's not even close. However, if you don't want to use the Honda engine, I hope that this video will help you make your choice easier for you. And if you really don't care about all this stuff and you only care about what the engine sounds like, I have 2 videos on my second channel where you can listen to the engine noise to see which one you prefer. If you enjoyed the video and you want to help us out, then drop a like on it. And if you want to see more F1 2021 content like this, then subscribe to the channel, as we are getting very close to that 5,000 mark now. As always, if you have any questions or you just want to say hi, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alrighty then, I've been Jumbo and I'll see you guys in the next one.